It's news time. Information is power. Be current. The news headline. Just in, EFCC arrests Ganduje's wife. The news in full. Hafsat Ganduje, the wife of Governor Abdullahi Ganduje of Kano, has been arrested by the EFCC over a bribery and land fraud case, reported by her son, Premium Times as lands. The arrest comes few weeks after a failure to honor the anti-graft agency's invitation. The EFCC has been said that to have invited Mrs. Ganduje earlier to the EFCC's Abuja headquarters on September 13th, 2021, Premium Times reported previously, but she did not appear, and the EFCC then threatened to arrest her, and sources close to her said she traveled to the United Kingdom at the time to attend the graduation ceremony of her son. Investigators are questioning Mrs. Ganduje over allegations relating to the land fraud in a petition by her own son, Abdulaziz Ganduje. A person who has the knowledge of the arrest but asked not to be identified said she was arrested this morning, that is Monday evening, and Mrs. Ganduje was still at EFCC headquarters as of 6 a.m. on Monday, the newspaper learned. However, Abdulaziz, the son, after dragging his mother, has traveled outside of the country. Abdullahi Ganduje has reportedly fled to Egypt with his family after exposing his mother to the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission over alleged fraud. Kïdñãppïñg had reported how Hafsat Ganduje was invited by the EFCC over a bribery and land fraud case reported by her eldest son, Abdulaziz Ganduje. Daily Nigerian quoted a source saying that the governor's son left the country immediately after filing the petition to avoid the wrath of his parents. Abdulaziz left Nigeria for Egypt with his family immediately after filing the petition. He told us he would remain there until father leaves office. He has avoided his parents and gone underground since the beginning of the crisis, the source said. It was gathered that Abdulaziz reported to the EFCC that he was approached by a property developer to help facilitate the acquisition of some plots of land in Kano with some hundreds of thousands of US dollars and at least 35 million naira as facilitation commission. After receiving the money from the property developer, sources who saw Abdulaziz's petition said he paid the sum in dollars to his mother, Mrs. Hafsat Ganduje. But 3 months later, the property developer discovered that the plot of land he wanted and had paid the first family for had been allocated to another buyer, and he then requested to be refunded, one source added. Hafsat Ganduje had been invited for questioning at the Abuja headquarters of the EFCC, but she shunned the invitation extended to her by the anti-graft agency. Sources said that Mrs. Ganduje could be arrested if she refuses to report for questioning, unlike her husband, who by virtue of his office as Kano governor enjoys immunity from arrest and prosecution. Mrs. Ganduje enjoys no constitutional immunity. Kïdñãppïñg recalls that Governor Ganduje had also previously been involved in a corruption-related scandal since 2018, when Daily Nigerian published a series of videos that showed the governor collecting money from government contractors. And this has been the case that the son of Kano governor had actually fled to Egypt after dragging his mother to the Anti-Graft Commission, that is EFCC, on the basis of fraud. The Kano's governor's son left the country, after filing a petition against the mother over one alleged corruption, where the young man said that he actually had, he was suggesting that there was a pattern of corruptly using his family access to power for enriching their pockets, where a source quoted that he had gone underground ever since he has filed this report about his mother, and there was a time that he had struggled to untangle himself from the public perception that he is a corrupt public servant. That is his father too, who had actually had some money collected as a government contractor and since 2018, but because he is still the governor of the state, he is enjoying immunity and cannot be arrested or prosecuted by any law agency. And it was further learned that Abdulaziz said that he paid some money in dollars to his mother for a property. That the money was actually given to them by a property developer who actually wanted some land, and at the end of the day, he discovered that the plot of land that was wanted by him had been paid for by another family again, and he cannot access the land again. So therefore, he has requested to be refunded. And after that, the mother has not, and the family of Ganduje had not been able to refund the money as at of the time that the son filed this lawsuit. And at the end of the day, when the spokesperson for Kano State's government, Mohammed Garba, was asked about the issue ongoing, he therefore said that he was not aware of anything like that, so he could not comment. And the EFCC spokesperson Wilson Wajen himself did not comment on this said issue. We recall that sometimes ago, after showing the EFCC invitation, Ganduje's wife actually attended the son's graduation in London, where it was reported also that after Hafsat Ganduje was invited by the EFCC over a petition by her elder son accusing her of fraud, the wife of the governor of Kano State, Hafsat Ganduje, actually still flew to London to attend the graduation of one of her sons, where Mrs. Ganduje made the trip after ignoring an invitation by the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC, over her alleged involvement in land fraud. She was invited by the anti-graft agency on a Thursday over a petition by her elder son, like I have reported, that Mr. Ganduje's media aide, Abubakar Ibrahim, on Tuesday announced that London trip, where he quoted Governor Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, OFR, the First Lady, Professor Hafsat Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, and family attended the graduation of the youngest son to the family, Mohammed Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, who graduated from the Regent's University London as BA Hons Global Management, Enterprise and Innovation today, Tuesday, 14th 2021, the official report said. And Mr. Ibrahim also posted on Facebook the photos of members of the Ganduje family attending the graduation ceremony. However, it was said that having been dragged by our elder son, sources familiar with the matter said that there was this is a pattern in their family, because Ganduje himself, the governor of Kano State, if not for immunity, should have been arrested by now. Thanks for listening.